I have to say I'm feeling a little bit embarrassed because I've decided to extend week 3. There's been a lot of good lessons this week. Some good and motivating things, some painful wake-up calls. I need to write, but it's late and I'm tired. Because at the moment I'm feeling a bit stuck. It is currently Monday and I'm supposed to start week 4 of the Write for Life program. However, I am quite late on week 3, which was the week of Trust Your Process. I've only read half of the chapter and I haven't done any of the exercises yet. This weekend, I spent 3 days in Spain, which was amazing. I had a lovely break, but that kind of went in the way of me kind of doing the exercises and doing things in a timely manner for week 3. I also didn't do much of my morning pages on my daily quota during that time because I was quite busy visiting Zaragoza and kind of just enjoying the present moment. So all of that combined means that I haven't done much during last week in terms of the Write for Life program. I've decided to extend week 3 so I have proper time to finish reading the chapter, do the task properly, and be fully caught up before I jump into week 4. So that's what we're doing this week, continuing on week 3. I'll catch up with you later, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's quite late. It's past 11, but I haven't done my daily quota for the day. I didn't have time this morning. I did my morning pages and then I booked some tickets for a writers' festival in August, which I'm super excited about, but basically that took the time that I usually do my daily quota in the morning before work. I really wanted to get the early bird tickets to make sure I had the sessions that I wanted, so I prioritized that. And then I spent a big part of the day editing a video that I'm now uploading. I need to write, but it's late and I'm tired. But anyway, the video is currently uploading, so I will try to do my 250 words while it's loading, and then go to bed. That's the lesson. Just don't wait until so late to do the writing, because I'm tired and I want to go to bed, but I also want to do my writing, especially because I haven't written a word in the last 3 days because I was in Spain. So now I need to hold myself accountable and get back to my novel. So I'm gonna do that now, and I'm just trying to talk myself into it. The video is up and my daily quota is done, so off to bed now. I think earlier I talked about how I feel that in the Write for Life program there is a bit that's missing for me between the daily quota and the artist date, which would be kind of refilling the well on your writing project specifically, so kind of doing research on your project on specific things, or working on your outline, brainstorming, things like that. Because at the moment I'm feeling a bit stuck, not really knowing what the next few scenes that I need to write are, so I need to figure that out. So I didn't do my daily quota this morning, which is a bit of a risk because I tend to be quite tired after work and not really want to do some writing. But this is Friday night. I finished work fairly early. I took a break and now I would like to do a session working on my project. So not necessarily writing my quota just yet, although I still need to do that, but I would like to do those things of just like doing a bit of research, brainstorming my plot, working on my outline, things like that. So I need to find a system that works for me and kind of how I want to go about it, which is a bit daunting, but hopefully I make some progress now and then I feel more confident and the writing gets easier because I have a clearer direction. I have to say I'm feeling a little bit embarrassed because I was working on editing week 2 of the Write for Life program that series that I'm doing. And the reality is that the lessons that I felt I learned this week, I actually was already talking about in week 2. So I feel like I've been a bit slow to actually really ingrain those lessons in my brain, I guess. Especially considering that I'm doing week 3 of the program over actually 2 weeks. So overall, it means that it took me 3 weeks to really extract the lessons, and I needed to watch myself back from 2 weeks ago to really understand that, oh, I already had figured that out 2 weeks ago, but it looks like I still need to learn it. So those 2 main things that I keep relearning and repeating are don't wait until the end of the day to do your workout. And I'm still bad at that because I've been doing it for a few days throughout those weeks and every time it's painful. And even today I have plenty of things that I want to get to, but we also have some people over for most of the afternoon, so I was kind of cramming a lot of things in the morning before they arrive. And I didn't prioritize my daily quota, which I know I'm gonna have to pay for later today. So not good. I know it. I know that I need to do my daily quota as early in the day as possible because the more I wait, the more painful it is. And I still want writing to be something fun, something enjoyable. I don't want to turn it into a chore, so I need to be careful with that. But apparently I'm having a hard time learning this lesson, and that's just the way it is. Oh, is that a spider? Ooh. The second thing was about this need for some time working on my project outside of the daily quota. So time spent researching, figuring out the story, like brainstorming, my outlining, things like that. I did a little bit of that. I think it was on Friday night and I did record a little bit about it. That was good. I felt actually a bit distracted, going into a lot of different directions, so it was not the most productive of sessions, but I do feel that I really need it, so it's something also that I want to try to have the time for. So during that session on Friday, I read the introduction to a book I have on the side for my research. It's right on the topic that I'm interested in for this novel. Reading that introduction, I was taking a lot of notes and getting excited, reconnected with what was the trigger for this whole story, kind of the idea that sparked the whole thing, which is exactly what I meant when I was talking about refilling the well, but for your project specifically, so beyond the artist state and just getting creative in general, having things that are gonna get you excited about your project specifically and find that excitement again and keep that excitement and that momentum going. So that was great. And then I started like a Google spreadsheet trying to deconstruct the structure of the novel. I'm still very early stages because again, I was very distracted and I had a hard time focusing, but that was quite helpful. And a bit annoyingly, but I needed the wake-up call, I realized that I actually have much less figured out than I thought initially. I felt like I had a good sense of what I wanted to happen in the second half of the book, still knowing that there were like holes and things that I needed to brainstorm and develop. But putting that actually in a tab, knowing that, okay, a novel should be roughly between 50 and 60 scenes, like how many scenes can I extract from those ideas I have? And it's actually not that many, so I really need to flesh out that story. And it's a bit intimidating, but it's also why I need those extra sessions. So it's been a lot of good lessons this week. Some good and motivating things, some painful wake-up calls, but it's all gonna be useful. Conclusion, I'm very happy that I'm filming this because then I get to go back and see what I was thinking at different points in the process. I realized that, again, I keep learning the same lessons, but it's useful, and having that understanding and that awareness helps kind of settle them in my mind. I'm sure I'm still gonna make the mistake of studying my daily quota too late in the day and things like that, but now I feel I'm more aware of it and it's more top of mind, so hopefully again I can be better about it. Okay, time to wrap up week 3. So regarding the morning pages, it went well, nothing specific to report. I did them every day except for the Saturday and Sunday that I was traveling to Zaragoza. Oh yeah, one thing, I actually finished my Fox notebook, so I'm gonna start a new one, which I'm excited about. So for the artist date, last week I didn't really do one because I was traveling over the weekend, and so I think that was replenishing the well fairly nicely, so I didn't do an artist date on top of that. But this week I did a full day of nice activities for myself. So I turned the artist date into a full artist day. I vlogged the whole thing, so it's gonna be up on my channel probably soon after this video. Now for the weekly walks. Last week I think I did one. I'm not even sure, to be honest, but I walked a lot in Zaragoza, even though I was not alone. I think that might still count. Yeah, please. But this week I did one-ish walk, and I kind of realized that I'm really struggling to get those in for a variety of reasons. So I've decided to switch one of the walk for a kind of meditation slash daydreaming session, and that's what I did this week. It went really well. It was kind of nice just to sit, focus on my breath, and relax. So that's what I'm planning to do for the following weeks as well. And then finally the daily quota. So I did write every day except for the 3 days I was traveling. I decided not to push it too much and I wanted to have a nice time, relax and enjoy myself. So I didn't put that extra pressure on me to do the daily quota then. But other than that, I was really good. I did my daily quota every day. Some days were tougher than others. I think I've already talked about how I'm feeling very slow at the moment, kind of struggling to find my footing and really needing to brainstorm further kind of the outline of my story. So I still need to do that. It was interesting editing the video from week 2 where I had some really good sessions, feeling the flow and not wanting to stop writing. I haven't had that for week 3. It's been a bit more difficult. I did one such kind of research slash brainstorming session, but I talked about it already. I was feeling very unfocused, a little bit all over the place, so I need to find a better way to go about it. But it was still helpful, and I think that's going in the right direction. Another thing from this week, a few months back, I tried to put together a writing group in my city. With the burnout and all of that, I kind of dropped the ball on it, but this week I decided to revive the group, so we had a session on Saturday morning. It was really lovely and I'm looking forward to doing that more often. That's it for week 3 of the Write for Life program. I hope this was interesting or at least useful to you. Thank you for watching and following along this experiment, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.